Oh, what an incredible day this has been. It started out good and it's just getting better and better. So many beautiful rocks. It is a beautiful day here on the Yellowstone River. It is about 75 degrees. The sun is shining, but there's a slight haze from smoke, which isn't so great, but it does make it a little cooler. The river is low, and I'm looking for rocks. Did you see it? Did you see it before I squirted it off? This baby was glowing in the sunshine. Kind of clear, but sometimes those clear ones have iris bands. I'll take it. I may not get very far down the river. This is like 3 steps from the last one I looked at. Oh my goodness, this is a chunk. Wow. Wow. Look at that mossy goodness. Oh, I do love finding big chunky ones. I was gonna get a sweatshirt that said chunky, but I thought people might think I was referring to myself. Oh, this is nice. There's a lot of rocks over here that have been washed off, that were cleaned by the water before it fell. And these are areas where, even though we're on an island, people who are looking for agates will look here first. So I would be surprised if this place wasn't pretty picked over. I am going to be very strict with myself and not bring home any petrified wood unless it is just the most remarkable, amazing piece that I've ever seen, because I am in fact on the kayak, and I don't want to weigh myself down more than I have to. So we'll see how long that lasts. That's pretty, isn't it? And I have a jasp agate. It's a cute little guy. Wow. Look at the band on that one, this big ribbon just swirling right through it. That is so cool. I think this one is a waterline agate. Oh dear. So, you remember that little thing I said about petrified wood? Well, I might have to keep this one after all. It's got jasper streaks in it. It's very, very pretty. These slab up gorgeous. So just remember that even if you're at a place where there's been lots and lots of people, you still have different eyes than they do. You see different things, you appreciate different things, and you might want different things. So it's always worth looking, no matter how busy a place has been or not busy a place. If you're looking for the big dendritic agates, of course you want to try to find a place where not everybody has had access to. But even places like this that have been washed over, so you know that people have probably looked here, even here, there's things to find. I'm not really sure what that is. It's an agate of some kind, but it's got all kinds of color in it. Well, into the backpack. We'll slab it later and figure it out. Okay, so yes, I know about the petrified wood ban, but I have never found yellow petrified wood before. Isn't that something? This beautiful little piece of quartz has druzy in the little holes, the little vugs. And druzy is a really fine quartz crystal that just shines and shines, and I love it. Wow. This is stromatolite, which is an ancient bacterial mat that fossilized and then got all smooshed up. Smooshed is a technical term in case you were wondering. And this one is super pretty. It's orange and in a lighter colored tan all together. And I think it would probably slab and polish really well. So I'm going to take it home. So the little town of Rosebud is just around that bend. And I had made arrangements with my husband to pick me up a ways down the river. But as long as this is taking me and as much as I'm finding, I may have to have him meet me in Rosebud. It's difficult with a kayak because it doesn't, especially this one, doesn't go upstream very well. So I always go downstream and then he comes and picks me up, and that works out pretty well. Anyway, this is just such a lovely little island. I'm really enjoying myself. This is a pretty good example of the potato-y ones. It's even the right size. Kava has requested that we go over to this little island that's like a little sub-island just across from the island that we were on. And since she can wade the whole way, I know it's not very deep, even though she does have very long legs. My husband thinks she looks like a seal on stilts. This is kind of a cool example of what happens to the gravel bars when the water is flowing over it. There's gravel underneath, but depending on the speed of the water, sometimes that gravel gets covered with sand, which is what's going on right here. It's just a little piece of chalcedony, but I loved how it was shining in the sunshine. That's an interesting one. Looks like maybe it has some quartz on the inside of it. We'll wash it off and see. That's kind of a cool one, huh? It's got like crystals, quartz crystals all the way through, and it's got dendrites and all kinds of cool stuff. Neato Frito! The river is so low right here. I'm scraping my skeg. Skeg is the fin that goes on the bottom of this thing, and I can hear it going. We're almost to the river part though. It'll be good. Our first find on this little island is this beautiful little geode. Lumpy bumpy agate with quartz all the way through. So cool. Pretty little rim cast. Isn't that cool? I love the shape of it. Squirted this one off because it had the shape that I'm looking for. And sure enough, it's a nice, beautiful, chunky agate. Chunky. That's so sweet. I just love that. even in the silt, an agate will show you itself. Or a quartz. Oh, you tricked me, you little son of a gun. This is a piece of quartzite, which is quite clear and not an agate. The difference is that quartzite is not microcrystalline, meaning that you can't see the crystals without a microscope. Quartz has crystals that you can see, which you can see here, and agate does not. Agate is microcrystalline, so now you know. Squirted this off in the silt again because I liked the shape of it, and it sure does look like it's going to be chunky. I need a chunky song. Chunky, 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 chunky. No, that's pretty dumb. Oh my gosh, this one's beautiful. Look at this. Like, this must have been maybe a limb cast initially, but then just look at all those different lines and swirls. And oh my gosh, this is just gorgeous. Oh my. Oh, what an incredible day this has been. It started out good and it's just getting better and better. See, that's like wood cast right there. And this is agate. And here's just a little proof that it doesn't have to be big to be beautiful. Oh, I'm afraid this is jasperized wood. Wow. How beautiful is that? Yeah, I think we're going to take it with us. There's the one that was glowing in the silt. Nice. Well, that was an amazing, amazing trip. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I found some amazing agates. I saw some beautiful scenery. I spent a lovely afternoon out in the sunshine. Life is good. This is Kate from KatyDid. Keep on doing.